viewers, welcome to this edition of the news. Here are the headlines of the day. 18,442 students appearing for Common University Entrance Test 2024 exam in 3 districts of Meghalaya. JJM implementation has been very transparent and implemented successfully, says PHE Minister Marcus Marak. Kindalat will be hawkers-free by July, says Social Welfare Minister Paul Lingdo. Police have challenged bail granted by the District Council Court to a juvenile, says Superintendent of Police Rituraj Ravi. And Miss Grand India Meghalaya unfolded at Courtyard by Marriott. And now the news in detail. A total of 18,442 students are appearing for the Common University Entrance Test CUET 2024 exam in 3 districts of Meghalaya conducted by the National Testing Agency NTA. 8,535 students are appearing for the CUET exam in Shillong, 4,269 in Jowai and 5,618 in Tura. In Shillong, there are 11 centres for the CUET exam, in Jowai 6 and in Tura 10. The CUET examination is being conducted via online and offline mode, and in Meghalaya, the examination is being conducted via offline mode. This is the first time that students in Meghalaya who are pursuing their higher education in undergrad are taking part in the CUET exam. While questions have been raised about the shoddy work and how Jal Jeevan Mission JJM implementation in Garo Hills has been a scam, Meghalaya PHE Minister Marcus Marak on Tuesday rubbished the claims, stating that JJM implementation has been very transparent and implemented successfully. Informing that the JJM implementation is at 77.38% in totality, functional household tap connection FHTC completed is at 5,04,022. Marak said that he disagrees with the term that JJM is a scam.
As of now, our position, Jal Jeevan Mission, as of today, is 77.38%, which is, in totality, FHTC we have completed is 5,04,021. How it can be called term as scam? Because the implementation of JJM is very transparent. It is reflected in the dashboard also every day, and the method of payment is also very transparent.
Social Welfare Minister Paul Lingdo said that Kindalat will be hawkers-free by July. Speaking to media persons, Lingdo said the state government will be able to complete the entire task by the end of June, and it looks forward to a hawkers-free Kindalat by the middle of July this year. He informed that a series of meetings have been held in this regard. The minister further informed that the registration process of the vendors is going well in tandem with the various vendor organizations.
That we will be able to complete the entire task by end of June, and we look forward to a hawkers-free Kindalat by the middle of July this year. There have been many exchanges, a series of meetings have been held. The registration process of the vendors is going well in tandem with the various vendors organizations. They are on board. As many as 200 of them will be rehabilitated.
Social Welfare Minister Paul Lingdo has emphasized the need to detect and stop the supply of drug and other narcotic substances at the entry points to Meghalaya. Speaking to media persons, Lingdo said he has pointed out to the Deputy Chief Minister in charge Home Police that there is a need to increase our policing at the entry points. 70% of the narcotics that come to Meghalaya come from East Jaintia Hills district, and policing in that district has to be strengthened. The state government proposed the appointment of a new mission director for the DREAM project, as the current director is tied up with a number of responsibilities in the Home Department.
We have also proposed for a new mission director for the DREAM project, because the current director is tied up with a number of responsibilities, heavy responsibilities in the Home Department. And apart from everything, this is something that even in the government, Social Welfare Department on its own will not be able to successfully counter or bring down the rate of drug addiction. This involves the Home Police Department, it involves the entire state machinery, and certainly at the local level, we also need the active support of the community.
The Superintendent of Police East Khasi Hills, Rituraj Ravi, on Tuesday informed that the police have challenged the bail granted by the District Council Court to a juvenile who was allegedly involved in the gang rape of a woman in the city. Speaking to the media, Ravi informed that the District Council Court has passed an order granting bail to the juvenile, who was one of the 4 accused involved in the gang rape. Regarding the killing of 3 individuals in Ichamati and Mauro, Ravi said that the police are making all efforts to expedite the investigation and to ensure that the charge sheet for all these 3 cases is filed within the time frame.
Counter FIR that was filed by the then juvenile, we have registered that case also, and the investigation of that is also on. It was one order was passed from here, from the District Council Court, and we have challenged that. The 2 cases at Ichamati and the 1 case at Moro, they are under investigation, and we are making all efforts to expedite the investigation and to ensure that the charge sheet in all these 3 cases is filed within the time frame.
The rains have been able to fill up most of the water sources like the Moplang Dam, which is the prominent reservoir supplying drinking water to Shillong city. PHE Minister Marquis Marak on Tuesday acknowledged due to activities like sand mining and stone quarrying, it is the reason why our catchment areas are getting affected. Drying up of Moplang Dam immediately put the PHE department and the Meghalaya government on their toes to find a short and long-term solution. He added that experts are looking into what are the options or alternative sources of livelihood for these people.
Also for their livelihood. So government is of the view that if we can give them alternative livelihoods, and then so that they won't depend on the sand mining area in the sources of the rivers where we are depending for the drinking water. Experts are looking into it, what kind of a livelihood will be, chopped out for that, and once it is completed, it will come for the consideration. We will take accordingly the decision. There are sand mining, quarrying of stones. These are the reasons why we are getting affected. Our sources are getting affected.
Local residents of Erpakon village expressed their profound condemnation over the murder of 38-year-old Kirman Lingdot Nonglait by organizing a black flag rally during his funeral procession yesterday, demanding justice for the victim. During the rally, participants not only condemned the perpetrators of the murder, but also vociferously demanded that the authorities swiftly bring them to justice. It may be mentioned that Kirman Lingdot Nonglait was tragically murdered on May 11th in Erpakon village. The one-year project scheme on studies for promotion and strengthening of black pottery at Tirshang and Larnai village, West Jaintia Hills District, Meghalaya, funded by Department of Commerce and Industries DCI Shillong and implementing by Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Rural Industrialization MGIRI Wardha, Maharashtra, an R&D institute under the Ministry of MSME, Government of India, concluded yesterday. A formal closing ceremony for the project was held at Larnai Community Hall, attended by ML Wanshong, Joint Director DCI Shillong Dr. K. Venkata Rao, Deputy Director MGIRI, artisans among others. During the concluding program, Dr. K. Venkata Rao expressed his best wishes to the artisans and emphasized the importance of maintaining the skills and experiences they gained during the year-long training. The courtyard by Marriott was alive with anticipation and energy as the grand unveiling of Miss Grand India Meghalaya unfolded yesterday. The evening began with the introduction of Miss Grand India Meghalaya, a project aimed at celebrating Meghalaya's women and empowering them to shine on the global stage. In her address, Wanda Nongbre, the State Director of Miss Grand India Meghalaya, emphasized the competition's role in providing a platform for young women to showcase their talents and create positive change in society. As auditions commence across districts, organizers eagerly await the participation of aspiring contenders ready to embark on an empowering journey. A meeting convened by the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council KHADC with representatives of various clans and Dorbar Shnong in East Khasi Hills on Monday has decided to come up with a register to get the number of clans which are there in the jurisdiction areas of the council besides matters related to scheduled tribes. According to Deputy Chief Executive Member of the council, PNCM, while briefing the press, said that this is being done so as to keep a check on the existing clans and sub-clans and the clans that are yet to come into existence.
Bu bay bu renti haji dai bar ki kur ki jaj hapo rilum khasi jongi hapo upur usam jong ka khasi autonomous district councils hadin bangla sim yiging ai jingmut baro ina singudei bala kumno ila de ban no kathup jong ki kur ki jaj hapo rilum khasi jongi ba hapo upur usam jong ka khasi autonomous district council khnang ba kajing ai jai kajing ai certificate kan long lang bakal ti kabadai kababnya bagawanum ya tungko batno.
In celebration of the 10th anniversary of the Rashtriya Bal Swasth Karyakram RBSK program in Meghalaya, a district-level workshop was organized today to enhance awareness and promote coordination among line departments. The workshop, led by resource persons from the Meghalaya Health Systems Strengthening Projects and State RBSK, focused on improving the RBSK program with a special emphasis on nutrition and growth. The primary goals of the workshop were to educate participants about RBSK services, enhance program efficiency, and encourage collaboration among various departments. The event was graced by the presence of West Jaintia Hills Deputy Commissioner B.S. Solia, IAS, who served as the chief guest.
Satisfaction of having, accomplished a day's work. We've thrown in all our hearts, souls, abilities, and most times we have sacrificed our own personal, commitments for the betterment of the program.
Now a look at the weather report. Maximum temperature 24.7 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature stands at 15.6 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 82%, while the relative humidity in the evening rose to 96%. Rainfall recorded was 10.4 millimeters. The forecast tells us that light to moderate rain and thunder shower is likely to occur at isolated places. Before we conclude, a quick look at the headlines once again. 18,442 students appearing for Common University Entrance Test 2024 exam in 3 districts of Meghalaya. JJM implementation has been very transparent and implemented successfully, says PHE Minister Marcus Marak. Kindailat will be hawkers free by July, says Social Welfare Minister Paul Lingdor. Police have challenged bail granted by the District Council Court to a juvenile, says Superintendent of Police Rituraj Ravi. And Miss Grand India Meghalaya unfolded at Courtyard by Marriott. With that, we come to the end of the news bulletin. Do join us tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Until then, good night.